This is Michiana's breaking news and weather station. MNC. On News Talk 95.3, 101.9 FM, and 1340 AM, your MNC Nation stations.
Good morning. It is Tuesday, August the 20th, 2024. I'm Sean Zimney, the MNC News Center, and the news continues now with our top local stories. The city of Mishawaka has announced the retirement of its longtime police chief, Ken Witkowski Jr.
However, he will not be leaving the city. Witkowski will be taking on the position of Director of Code Enforcement. Current Division Chief of Services Alex Arndt will be taking Witkowski's place, with plans to enhance community relations, ensure transparency, and implement innovative technologies to improve the efficiency and effectiveness of the police force. Arndt and Witkowski will officially be sworn into their new positions at next Tuesday's Board of Public Works meeting. Alyssa Foster, MNC News.
Police in Mishawaka are searching for a suspect after a shooting on 18th Street east of Union. That shooting happened around 1 o'clock yesterday morning. One person was shot in the stomach, was taken to the hospital, is expected to survive. Police think that the shooting resulted from a fight and that the suspect took off. So far, again, no word of any arrests. A license plate that didn't match the vehicle it was on resulted in a pursuit in Mishawaka. A chase happened late on Sunday night near Grape Road and White Oak Drive. The chase ended when the female driver left the roadway and struck a tree on Day Road east of the train tracks. The woman was unresponsive. She was removed from the vehicle as it caught fire. Officers performed CPR until medics arrived. Just a few schools reopening for students today. One of them is St. Joseph Grade School. The other is Michigan Lutheran High School. Good luck to all the students, and if you drive near the schools, don't forget to watch your speed. A new law requiring age verification to look at porn websites in Indiana may temporarily be taking effect.
A federal judge blocked the law from taking effect in July, saying that it was likely unconstitutional. But Attorney General Todd Rokita asked for a stay in that injunction, and the 7th Circuit Court of Appeals granted that stay on Friday. They say that Indiana's law is functionally identical to a state law in Texas that has been in effect since April. That law is now being brought before the U.S. Supreme Court, and Rokita asked for the stay until the Supreme Court issues a ruling on that Texas law. Kirk Darling, Network Indiana.
Well, if you want to add the title mayor to your resume, the city of Buchanan is looking for you.
City leaders there have outlined the process to fill the vacancy left by Mayor Sean Dennison's resignation. The city commission is now accepting applications for someone to complete Dennison's term, which runs until December of 2026. Dennison, who had served on the commission since 2018, resigned last week, citing health, family, and the desire to enjoy life as reasons for stepping down. His resignation also canceled the recall election set for November, which was initiated after Dennison suspended then-city manager Benjamin Eldridge without commission approval. Former City Commissioner Scott King had planned to run against him in the recall. Those who want to apply can do so at City Hall or on the city's website. Tommy Lee, MNC News.
And just a couple of extra notes. Applicants must be Buchanan City residents, registered voters, and 18 or older. New this morning on MNC, results of the audit are in for Berrien County's Lincoln Township.
The Lincoln Township Board of Trustees heard last week from the accounting firm Plant & Moran, stating its general fund spending was $2.7 million through March 31st. WSJM reports that the township took in about $3 million. Lincoln Township currently has a fund balance of about $4.5 million and roughly $665,000 in federal ARPA funds left that need to be spent by the end of 2026. Morgan Hopkins, MNC News.
The very latest as police in Elkhart are investigating a stabbing that happened this past weekend.
It happened on Toledo Road at around 10:30 Saturday evening when a 911 call was made regarding a stabbing with injuries. Upon arrival, officers found 2 men giving medical aid to a male victim inside the common area of the apartment building. The 61-year-old victim was taken to the hospital for evaluation and treatment of the serious injuries, but reports say he is in stable condition. Anyone with information regarding the stabbing is asked to contact the Elkhart Police Department or Michiana Crime Stoppers. Alyssa Foster, MNC News.
New this morning on MNC, big changes are now in effect in the real estate market. And whether you're a buyer or a seller, you need to know about the new rules and real estate agent commissions that could have home buyers and sellers save them a lot of money, that is. A 6% commission on buying and selling a home is now negotiable.
What sellers need to understand is that their buyers are coming forward with a buyer's agent that's agreed to work with them specifically, whether it's for a short short time or for a long time, but also that they are going to have to negotiate the commissions up front. And they'll also be able to outline specifically how the commissions are paid to both agents.
That's Tricia Lee Riley, a licensed associate real estate broker, and you may know her as she appears on the Netflix series Owning Manhattan. The man accused of robbery hours after being released from jail has now been sentenced to 12 years.
37-year-old Joshua Flora was picked up by the victim from the St. Joseph County Jail a few hours prior and had stopped at Flora's mom's house to pick up a tire iron. While picking up food at McDonald's, the victim said Flora began acting strange and stabbing him in the side with the tire iron, threatening to kill him. The Goshen News reports that Flora also reached into the victim's pockets and took items. The victim called the police and told them that Flora was stealing his vehicle, which Flora led officers on a pursuit in before crashing it and causing it to catch on fire. Flora was sentenced to 12 years with 4 years suspended on reporting probation. Alyssa Foster, MNC News.
A Plymouth man suffered potentially life-threatening injuries after being struck by a minivan. It happened on Monday afternoon at Miami Trail and State Road 106. Police say the 36-year-old South Bend woman driving the minivan blew through a stop sign, then collided with the 61-year-old Plymouth man on a motorcycle. That man was thrown from the bike. Police say he was not wearing a helmet. A 26-year-old Dowagiac man was injured after a single vehicle crash at M51 and Thompson Road. This happened early Monday afternoon. Cass County Sheriff's investigators say the man was traveling northbound on 51 when he lost control of the vehicle, then crossed the center line and drove into a cornfield. He was taken to the hospital for treatment of his injuries. Turning to the 95.3 MNC follow-up file this morning, 5 beaches around Berrien County were closed with no swim orders because of high E. coli levels earlier this month. Well, now the county is doing something about it.
The county's Board of Commissioners have accepted and approved a $2,000 state grant from the Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes, and Energy. WSJM reports the funds will support an already accepted $15,000 grant for beach testing. The county health department tests the water at 14 beaches every week looking for E. coli. The commissioners also authorized a 3% wage increase for the county road department's non-union employees just as their contract was set to expire. Tommy Lee, MNC News.
The city of Elkhart's next Let's Talk Tuesday is happening tonight. It's going to be at 6:30 at the Concord Events Center. Residents are encouraged to ask questions, share their ideas and concerns with Mayor Rod Robertson, their city council representatives, and department heads. Councilman Brent Curry will be in attendance tonight. And the Pokagon Band of Potawatomi Indians have announced the results of their latest election of tribal council members.
Matthew Westsaw will return to his familiar role as the tribal council chairman, a position he has now held 4 times since 2008. Westsaw replaces chairwoman Rebecca Richards, who has concluded a 3-year term. He'll be joined by Sam Morso, who was reelected to serve as secretary, and Mark Topash, who was reelected as member at large. John P. Warren won election to the position of elder representative. The new council was sworn in on August 10th. Heather Starr, MNC News.
You can cast your vote with confidence this fall by checking out the candidates and their platforms from all the hot races before the November election at the all-new HoosierVote.com, sponsored by Shield Exteriors and Burton's Laundry.
We're expecting another beautiful day across the region. We're going to see mostly sunny skies. High temperatures getting up around 74 degrees. This is going to be the coolest part of our week. As we head into tonight, we have clear skies. And we drop all the way down to 48 for early Wednesday morning. Wednesday afternoon, we're back to seeing some sun and 77. I'm WSBT 22 meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
You can get the top local news delivered straight to your email twice each day at 7 in the morning and 4:30 in the afternoon, and for free. To get signed up, go to 953mnc.com, click where it says on demand.
Podcasts by Federated Media.